This is Love Notes, daily devotions from Holy Trinity Lutheran Church. Grace and peace to you. Our text today is Luke, the 22nd chapter, verses 47 through 53. While Jesus confronts his sleepy disciples and instructs them in prayer, a crowd comes. This isn't the crowd that's been gathering to listen to him in the temple. This isn't the people who are excited about Jesus. This is a crowd made up of his enemies and their minions. These people have been plotting Jesus' death since they figured out that he brought disorder to their house. They don't want to reverse the world and turn it upside down. We're also told that this crowd is led by Judas, the one who's betrayed him, one of the 12. Right from in the midst of the disciples comes the leader of Jesus' demise. We're told that Judas approached Jesus to kiss him. Now, a kiss in ancient times, like it is still in some countries around the world, a kiss on the cheek is a sign of peace. It's kind of like shaking hands. So he comes up to kiss him with a kiss of peace, but it isn't really a kiss of peace, is it? It's a signal that this is Jesus who you should arrest. And so an enemy comes with a sign of peace. That's twisted. Jesus confronts him. Judas, is it with a kiss that you are betraying the Son of Man? Judas has turned away completely. He's rejecting not just Jesus, but the ways of peace, civility, companionship, love, and covenant. So an enemy betrays him with a kiss. When those who were around him saw what was coming, they asked, "Lord, should we strike with the sword?" Then one of them struck the slave of the high priest and cut off his right ear. Here's more messed up stuff. An enemy comes with a kiss of peace, and the people who are following Jesus now respond with violence. Things are all messed up and discombobulated. The followers of Jesus are resorting to violence, and those who are coming to arrest him are giving fake signs of peace. It's a world that's been placed in a blender. Nothing is what it seems. So they strike and violence happens. But Jesus, who is the one who said to release the captive, to lift up the poor, and has healed countless people, says no more of this. No more violence. And he touched his ear and he healed him. He restored an enemy. And he saved him from the violence of his own people. Then Jesus said to the chief priests, the officers of the temple police, and the elders who had come for him, that's who makes up the crowd, "Have you come out with swords and clubs as if I were a bandit? I was with you day after day in the temple. You didn't lay hands on me then, and we all know why, because they were afraid of the crowd. These are not courageous people fighting for their faith. These are people who wish to retain their power, and they're too cowardly to do it themselves, so they've recruited Judas." Jesus then says, "But this is your hour. This is your Kairos time. This is your moment in history, and the power of darkness has come." There it is. Jesus confronting the powers of darkness. This is your hour, not the hour of the truth. This is your hour, the hour of death, not the hour of resurrection. Jesus stays true to his character in this. Judas is lost, and Jesus is being carted away, the one who could find him. When we turn our backs on Jesus, we turn our backs on the one who can save us. And that's a pretty messed up world. As Jesus is hauled away, he gives himself into the hands of those who betrayed him and came to do him violence. But he will not cave in to their way of doing anything. He heals an enemy, he stops the violence, and he stays true to his identity as the chosen Son who is beloved. Amen.